So you're here because you're lazy and you want to push on buttons and make money effortlessly. I know, right? Who wouldn't want that? If you want to make $100 a day online without grinding 12 hours a day like everyone else, this video is the only one you need to watch. Here's the cold hard truth most gurus won't tell you. 99% of so-called passive income methods are complete BS. Dropshipping, affiliate marketing, those passive income YouTube channels, they all take months or even years of brutal work before seeing any real money hit your bank account. But there's a smarter way to play this game in 2025. It's what I call the PTP method. This is how I went from making $0 online to over $1,000 per day in profit, working just a few hours a day. Most people fail at making money online for one simple reason. They follow outdated advice that requires insane amounts of work with minimal payoff. They're trading time for pennies when they could be trading knowledge for thousands. The difference is your strategy, not your effort. So let me break this down so simply, even a 5-year-old could understand it. The PTP method isn't about grinding yourself to dust. It's about leverage, using what you already know to make serious cash. I can guarantee right now that everyone has knowledge others would pay for. You don't need to be the world's top expert. You just need to be a few steps ahead of the people you're helping. What do you know that others struggle with? Digital marketing, fitness, relationship advice, dog training, cooking. It doesn't matter what it is. There's someone willing to pay for that knowledge. When I got started, I figured I'd help agency owners, coaches, and consultants to get more leads and more booked calls. But I had no clue how to do it. I clearly wasn't an expert, but I decided to get started and had figured it out along the way. So I positioned myself as the solution to my ideal client-specific problem. And very quickly, I had my first client paying me thousands, not because I was the best, because I sure as hell wasn't, but because to them, I was exactly what they needed. So you're not selling your time like most people, you're selling outcomes. Huge difference. When you sell outcomes, you can charge premium prices because people don't care how long it takes you. They only care about the results they'll get. Here's the secret most people miss. You only need to be better than most people to make the big bucks. That's it. And in today's hyper-stimulating world, if you can focus for 60 minutes without blinking and stick to something for longer than a week, congratulations, because that's literally all it takes to get ahead of 99% of people. I'm not joking, it's that easy. Think about what you're naturally good at, or the things you have an interest in. What do friends always ask you for help with? What problems do you solve easily that others struggle with? There's your gold mine. Now, unfortunately, there are some things we're not allowed to share on YouTube, which is why to help you, I've recorded a free training to show you how I went from $0 to over $1,200 a day with 95% profit margins. The link is in the description and I highly suggest you check it out when you're done with this video. You can also book a free call with me or my team, and together, we'll come up with a game plan for you to get to 5 to 10K per month as quickly as possible. But be quick, because we literally get hundreds of applications per month, so we don't have enough spots for everyone. Now, let's talk about finding clients. This is where most people mess up. They try to sell to everyone. That is a recipe for making $0. Instead, you need to find people actively looking for solutions to problems you can solve. The best part about 2025 is that AI tools make this ridiculously easy now. Tools like Apollo or LinkedIn Sales Navigator can help you find exact matches for your ideal clients if you do B2B. For example, if you were to help e-commerce businesses to improve their conversion rates, these tools can generate lists of store owners struggling with exactly that problem. All of that in minutes. Now, if you're helping people with personal transformations like dating, fitness, or personal finances, then social media is where your clients are hanging out. Social media content is the lazy way to get clients for free, but you don't want to make just any type of content. You want to make strategic, targeted content that positions you as the go-to person for specific problems. I suggest you start with shorts and post daily because it's the fastest way to start seeing some initial traction. TikTok Shorts, Instagram Reels, LinkedIn posts, doesn't really matter as long as your ideal clients are there. Now, don't just share random tips. Share specific solutions to specific problems. This pulls your ideal clients towards you like a magnet. They will literally slide into your DMs asking for help. I'm not exaggerating. This happens to me daily now. I've had plenty of people reach out and say, "Hey man, how much can I pay you to coach me?" Most people overthink content creation. They think they need fancy cameras, perfect scripts, and Hollywood production. That's nonsense. Your potential clients care about one thing only. Can you help them to solve their problems? You want to focus on delivering value in a simple, direct way. At first, you can use your phone camera. Speak naturally. Just make sure you're addressing specific pain points your target audience experiences. Now, what comes after that is sales. This is where you turn your knowledge into cold hard cash. But forget about those complicated sales funnels and marketing schemes. Here's the lazy person's approach that actually works. When someone shows interest in your content or reaches out, have a simple conversation. Ask them about their problems. Listen carefully. Then offer a paid solution, a digital product, or a service package that solves their specific issue. The pricing is where most beginners mess up because they charge way too little. If you're solving a real problem that costs someone money or significant pain, charge accordingly. For businesses, this might be $1,000 to $5,000 per month for a solution. For individuals, $1,000 to $5,000 depending on the problem you're solving and for who. What's crazy is that you only need 2 or 3 clients per month at these prices to hit that $100 per day mark. 2 or 3 customers, not hundreds or thousands of product sales, just a handful of premium clients. It's much easier to manage. Now, let's talk about why this method is so damn lazy and easy compared to other approaches. First, you're leveraging what you already know. You don't need to learn completely new skills or build complicated systems from scratch. Second, AI handles most of the grunt work now. I use ChatGPT to draft my content ideas, generate outreach messages, and even create frameworks for my coaching programs. You can use Jasper to help you write social media posts in minutes instead of hours. You can also use Canva's Magic Write to create graphics and visuals automatically. Third, you're focusing on high-ticket sales, not penny-pinching affiliate commissions or ad revenue that requires massive scale and visibility. One conversation with the right person can make you more than months of grinding on other so-called passive methods. But I need to keep it real with you. There are some challenges you'll face. The first few sales will take effort. You'll need to put yourself out there, do things you're not used to, and some people are going to reject you. That is just part of the game. Rejection doesn't faze me anymore because I understand it's just part of the process. And everything you're afraid of right now, in reality it's not that scary. The fear comes from not starting. The difference is that once you make those first few sales, you can systemize everything, create templates for your outreach, even delegate it completely, develop a simple sales script, build a basic delivery process for your services. Then it's just rinse and repeat. Now, let's talk about actual content strategy, because this is where most people overthink things. You don't need some complicated content calendar or fancy production setup. You want to focus on 3 types of content. First, pain point content. You talk about the specific problems your audience faces and why they're struggling to solve them and how they can solve them. For example, if you help, let's say, real estate agents to get more listings, create content about why traditional prospecting methods aren't working anymore. If you help men to overcome a porn addiction, for example, you can explain why they're addicted and how it works and how they can fix it. Second, there's outcome-based content. You show people what's possible and you share problems that are solved. Basically, you show case studies or you use examples, you share your story, and if we continue with the real estate example, show how one of your customers got 3 new listings in a week using your method. Third, there's credibility content. It demonstrates why you're qualified to help. So again, you share your experiences, results, or client success stories. Now, you don't want to brag, just show evidence that your approach works. Now, don't worry if you're just getting started, you won't have testimonials yet. It's perfectly normal. So you just want to focus on making content that addresses the pains, needs, and desires of your target market for now. That's it. Rotate between these 3 types, and you'll attract qualified leads consistently. Don't overcomplicate this. For outreach, keep it equally simple. Find people who fit your IO client profile and send them a short, personalized message. Something like, hey, I noticed you're struggling with this specific problem. I help people to solve this exact issue. I could share with you a 3-step process on how you can fix this. How about we have a quick chat in the next day or 2? As you can see, we're not using pushy sales tactics. It's just a simple, direct offer to help someone. The people who respond are already qualified leads. I tested dozens of outreach templates before finding ones that consistently convert. The key is making it about them, not about you. Nobody cares about your achievements or how great you are, as sad as it sounds. They care about whether you understand their problem and can solve it. Now, once you're consistently making sales through organic content and outreach, you can even get lazier by adding paid ads to the mix. This is optional, but extremely powerful for scaling. It really depends on your goals. Is your goal to make $5,000 a month or $50,000 a month? Now, the simplest approach is to run what we call retargeting ads, meaning to people who have already seen your content. You want to offer them something free but valuable, a guide, an audit, a mini consultation in exchange for booking a call with you. You don't need complicated photos. A simple landing page with a calendar booking link is enough. The people who book calls are raising their hands, saying they want help. Your job is just to have a conversation and offer your solution if it's a good fit. Let me break down the realistic expectations here. Your first month, you might make $0 as you build content and reach out to potential clients. Your second month, maybe 1 or 2 sales as things start clicking. By month 3, if you're consistent, hitting $100 per day becomes super easy. I mean, remember, $100 per day is just $3,000 per month. With high-ticket offers ranging from $1,000 to $5,000, that's just 1 to 3 clients per month, that's it. As you can see, it's far from being some unrealistic grind. What separates the winners from the losers with this method is persistence. Most people quit right before things start working. They post content for 1 week, see no results, and give up. Well, of course, the magic happens around the 30 to 90-day mark when momentum builds and you start to really get more customers. I've seen this pattern countless times. One of my mentees struggled for 6 weeks with 0 traction. In week 7, he landed 2 clients worth $7,000 combined, and by week 10, he was consistently making over $500 per day. Same actions, different timing, exponentially different results. Now, unfortunately, there are some things we're not allowed to share on YouTube, which is why to help you, I've recorded a free training to show you how I went from 0 to over $1,200 a day with 95% profit margins. The link is in the description and I highly suggest you check it out when you're done with this video. You can also book a free call with me or my team, and together, we'll come up with a game plan for you to get to 5 to 10K per month as quickly as possible. But be quick, because we literally get hundreds of applications per month, so we don't have enough spots for everyone. Now, the ultimate lazy hack is that once you've gotten customers and proven results, you raise your prices. Charging more for the same work is the definition of working smarter, not harder. Now, you don't just want to slap an expensive price tag on something that's broken and doesn't work, of course not. But once you're able to get results for people, increasing the price is natural. 2025 is the best time in history to monetize your knowledge, a passion, or a skill. AI handles the most tedious parts. Social media gives you access to billions of potential clients. Payment processors make getting paid seamless. And all of that requires 0 upfront cost. The only thing standing between you and making $100 or more per day online is your willingness to position yourself as valuable, target the right audience, and make offers consistently. You want to work smart, not hard. If you know something valuable, anything at all, you can monetize it with this method. The question is, will you actually do it? Or will you be back to binge watching other how to make money online videos next month? So drop a comment below and tell me if you want me to break down any specific part of this method in more detail. And remember, knowledge without action is useless. Even the laziest way to make money online still requires you to start. So stop watching videos and videos and videos and take your first step. Now, if you want to discover in detail the 3-step process I've used to make over $1,000 per day in profit with my business, and you can directly book a free call with me or my team, and we'll help you to implement this process. But be quick, because our spots are very limited, and pretty soon we'll probably take this video down. With that being said, I'll see you on the other side.